Martial arts is a form of self-defense, and I feel like as a human being that everybody should know some form of self-defense. You always want to be aware of what's happening around you. The world's not fair. Anything can happen. Anything. It's always good to expect the unexpected. It's good to know the basics. It's good to defend yourself and just let it end super quickly. But another major thing about martial arts is that it's just amazing on your body, especially for cardio. I personally love it a lot more than walking on a treadmill or a Stairmaster. It's fun, you learn something, you burn way more calories on it, you get in a better shape, and personally I lost over 120 plus pounds since June, just doing strictly MMA. My name is Navdeep Singh. I'm from a small town called Whitesboro, Texas, north of Texas. I spent about roughly an hour driving down to destination Dallas and training and then going back. I ended up losing myself really badly over the course of the last few years. I was not always fat or out of shape. I always did my best to be in shape and always be active. And about roughly 3 years ago, once I got my MD, I was assigned to go to Chicago and start it there, my rotations. And once I got to Chicago, I lost myself because I was doing probably like 60 hours on, 8 hours off. And it was just always rough and everything, mentally specifically. I ended up eating everything. That was my only source of happiness. I didn't even want to go work out. I didn't want to do anything but just go to bed, and that was almost a luxury for me every once in a while. I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without gasping for air. And I didn't realize how much I was losing myself because I was just so gluttonous towards everything. I was eating to the point that was past my satisfaction. I just wanted to eat. And that was when I was kind of realizing, hey, I'm a bit heavier. Like I had stepped on a treadmill and I got to 320 pounds and I was scared to look at that again, so I didn't want to jump on the treadmill anymore. And I'm pretty sure I got even way bigger than that at one point. But then I was like, I got to change stuff up, and I started just doing more cardio than I did lifting, and I would just walk on the treadmill every day. And I was like, this isn't enough. Like I'm not really doing anything. Like, that's how I felt like. And then COVID struck, and everything was closed, and I was like, oh, dude, what do I do now? I didn't know what to do at that point. You couldn't get out of the house past 5 p.m. And I was working at the hospital, and it was just nonstop stress at that point. So I came back and I started doing my rotations here in Dallas area. I had a patient come in, and I had to tell my patient that he was obese, he was out of shape, his cholesterol was through the roof. As I'm reading his report, I was like, wait, I'm worse than this guy actually. How can I tell this person to go lose some weight, go exercise, start living a healthier lifestyle when me, myself, I'm worse than that guy. And that was the day it clicked. And I remember treadmill, jump back on it, didn't feel like it. I was just so happy with my lazy lifestyle that I just didn't want to do that again. I didn't want to be uncomfortable again. And then I noticed, I was like, oh dude, I'm far worse than I thought I was.
There you go.
I completely cut out sodas. I just cut out eating out, period. Stop, zero. And I was loose again. I went from being a super heavyweight to a heavyweight to right now I'm currently a light heavyweight at 209 pounds. And this is all in a matter of almost 7 months, and it just clicked one day. And I just trusted the process. I did it every day. I quit being lazy. And then I came to destination Dallas. And I was in my white coat, I had my suit and tie on, and I was like, let's do it. Again, no options at that point. They had shirts in the front, and I bought them right there on the spot. Took off my white coat, took off everything, just jumped right in. And I see this guy in front of me, and he's biggest arms I've ever seen in my life in person, just big as hell, man. And I'm like, shit, this guy's gonna yell at me. I know it already. I was small back then, and I talked to him. He just shook my hand, and he's like, hey, my name's Kyle Kavnar. And I was like, oh my God, he's so nice already. All right. A thing about losing that weight was that I lost so much that I was so weak. I wasn't even able to barely curl a 25-pound without hurting in that first set. Kyle saw that, and he said, hey, I'll help you out. Didn't charge me, nothing. He said, dude, we need to work on you. And he's like, I'm not gonna charge you anything. And he did, and I was like, hey man, no, it's okay, I'll pay you right there on the spot. He's like, no, we need to work on you. You lost weight, but you look horrible. You can genuinely see it. And I said, thank you. That day on, destination is a far drive for me, a far commute. I could go anywhere else, I'll be honest with you. I passed by a minimum of at least 15 gyms on the way here and back. But the drive that I get here to be pushed is unreal. I genuinely can't explain it. You guys have to come here and check it out. And for those that know, they know exactly what I'm talking about. After training here now, for almost a year again, life is comfortable in a different way now than it used to be before. I'm very thankful to meet the people here and learn a lot from everybody here.